believe. Gospel taking on Ancestor. We've got the big J Cash starting us off. I'm pretty excited for this one, Tavi.
Yes, hello everyone. I did a little bit of a switcheroo if you didn't notice, but I'm here now and I get to cast another Dredge. Last time, funnily enough, Hasso, I cast a Dredge. Guess who could have possibly been playing? But that was that was certainly a really great match in OSL. But yeah, Cash. Oh, yeah. What? Wait. Oh, what has happened here? Is that live? I don't even know. I guess Dagestein's gonna get tagged through this window and we continue the trial. And I'd say that's actually a fairly alright tag to take at this point in the trial. The question is the death one going to be good enough? Yeah. Oh, why is there another survivor? There's another survivor here that is very bad. That is really bad, Hasso, because I feel like that should have been a body block and not just a free.
Like, what can you do? I mean, it is what it is, really. Comms clearly got a little bit muddled up, and J Cash ended up getting not just the down, but a free tag. So very nicely done. And you know, this man knows his killer. He knows every killer. He's very good on the macro. He knows who'd be working what gen. He's just an overall very smart player. It is good to see. This is my first ever time being able to cast the big J Cash in any league, play his killer, and he's arguably the best in the region for the killer on Dredge. So, you know, he's very confident, and I absolutely love that. We're going to take chase here, back onto the Meg, go to Dagestan. I'm not too sure how to say that name, but fair play, I guess. But yeah, this the start, Tavi, had me a little bit. I didn't know. Cash didn't opt to vault. We've gone for the slow vault. Now hold on, what's happened here? Because that is surely an accident. The slow vault. Maybe we thought we didn't. Maybe we thought Cash wasn't nearly as close, and we thought we could sort of slow vault tech it, but it hasn't worked out clearly. This will be a basement hook. Tavi, if we have a look at our gem pressure, we have one that's about 70%, one that's about 40%. This will be the 70% gen. We're going to wait till we get Eruption back. You'd assume. Here we go. What do you do now? Because this is problems here for the survivors. I mean, against J Cash's Dredge, it's bound to be problems, but what can you do? Because this is really not looking good for them.
Oh, yeah, this is just not optimal. We do lose a bit of distance for Space Whale, and I do believe they make the pallet. Never mind, we don't make the pallets if we are camping, and there comes the distance, but I completely agree with you. This is a lot of Trouble's team, because...
Wait, what?
Wait. Are we just dying
Wicked?
in the basement?
Wicked, it has to be Wicked, no?
There's no way.
What?
There's just, I guess, like, didn't want to run up, and then gives a free down anyway. This killer's gonna teleport around the map to try and find the rest of the survivors, and one of those survivors is on the death hook and not crouching either, so they could have actually been revealed by the remnant teleport, but J Cash was not around the vicinity, so that's not really the case. But even though the survivor gets away for the time being, like this situation seems pretty dire for our survivors, because we've got two on the ground, well, one on the ground now, and 2 injuries. This one actually is going to be the tunnel out. Dagestein, or sorry, what did I say? Dagestan, he's just going to be found here on the library. This is no way that it's safe. He's not going to be able to make any kind of resource to prolong this day. His light's nowhere close to landing on that window. This is going to be the first tunnel out at 5 gens. And the problem is, I think, Hasso, is not just that it's so early, but the other perks that Cash has decided to bring. They did spend the additional $1 to bring Sloppy Butcher for the series, which is such an incredible perk on the Dredge. We're just going to give some free tags that slips through the quality control there on the Ancestor. I'm sure Cash will take it. Man, this is looking like a 4K5. There's no way I'm saying that on the Dredge, but like, holy J Cash moment.
I mean, I don't want to say it either, but 3 injured. Sloppy's going to run out on 2 survivors in the next 10 to 15 seconds. J-Clash has played this beautiful. I mean, yeah, this is a real problem. There's barely any gen prog. There's a little bit, 2 gens at about 25% progression. We're opting to slug here, but my goodness, this Taffy. This is no, stop it now. This is a problem. This is going to be a 4K5 on the side of Johnny Cash. This should not be happening. I know this man is the best in the region, but it should not be happening. I mean, we should be at least popping a singular generator. No, that's the 4K5. There you go. Tavi, I'm sort of speechless. I don't really know what else to say because... You know, this is the first 4K5. I'm not sure if a ref would know, but if a ref could confirm, I'm pretty sure this is the first 4K5 in SewnangelSeason history, even though it's only been 2 weeks. But that is, wow, what a speed run to a 4K5. That is insane. That is incredible work from the big J Cash.
No better way to say it. Speed running to a 4K5 new world record of the Dredge. Just shy of, I would assume, around 7 to 10 minutes. Incredible work coming through by Cash. He is very accomplished at this killer. Has the results, has the Survivor team as well to really get the most out of this set. And that is, yeah, I guess why they picked it. I'm just going to read Caster's chat right now because there's probably confirmation. First, 4K5. No, Barlord got a 4K5 on Bubba. So, thanks for the clarification there in the Caster's chat. That is still an insane result, though. You don't see this every day on any killer, let alone a Dredge. Come on, an M1 killer. That's just incredible work from Cash. So we're just going to secure the final hook. Looking at these builds, as we saw in the casters, or just in the lobby, yeah, there's a lot of empty on these builds. And I have to compliment Gospel for not bringing anything. That's how just confident they are in the set. They're actually willing to not bring anything to save the budget for the Blight set. I have to compliment for that, and this is going to be.
I mean, confidence is key, no? Yeah, this is I'm pretty... look, I have to say it. I'm pretty confident that these guys on Gospel, you know, they are confident. I'm confident that they are confident enough to not spend too much money on the Survivor. I think they're more going to spend it on the killer because... You know, Dredge being Dredge and J Cash's killer, I think they've played it so many times that they know the actual game inside out against him. So I think, you know, it helps knowing how to play a Dredge. And this should be a down, and it's not because Addict has gotten away. And if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna have a quick look over. I believe it'll be life onto Addict. I'm not too sure. It is indeed. So very nicely done, and we should pull the Remnant here. We do opt to use the Remnant very, very early. What? Addict has been a little bit lost in the source. Unfortunate there, which this caused maybe even a basement hook. No, we're just gonna hook somewhere else, probably in the yard, whatever you want to call it, the courtyard. So fair play. There's 2 gens getting worked. J Cash being on one of them. New setup for pull, I'd assume, and Andrew's working another one. Andrew, if we could have a look at Andrew's build one more time, just to have a look. Deja, Balanced, Bond, and whatever that is. Look, it's off open-handed, so it gives more aura to like things, so that makes sense. So Bond would be extended, so on and so forth. Very nicely done. Good builds for the budget that they're clearly running. And J Cash in chase here. Going to pull up the Remnant, and this is going to be another pallet here for J Cash. We're going to drop it. J Cash is just going to send it over a little bit too late, but that might be a bit of ping coming in from the big man, who's probably playing on around 70 MS, being one of the never eat soggy wheat bix, west side of Australia. There we go. I had to the northeast, southwest tech, but yes, he is on a bit more ping than the other survivors. Actually, no, he'd be on, because this is SEA, isn't it? He'd be on maybe 100, so he'd be on the lowest out of all of these survivors. No, he's on 80, so Fair play. That good on him. But yeah, still probably used to playing on this team, just 10 extra, so it doesn't really phase him too much. The others being on about 116, 110, and a bit more. So fair enough. But here we go. We've got the Timu Legacy skin on Nu. Not sure how I feel about it, but nah, it's definitely a new thing. But yeah, Tavi, really, it's not even a bad start for Yuki, I think it is. I mean, obviously the win con's already been met after popping a gen, but it's not even that bad. Two hooks for 1 gen against arguably the best team currently standing in this tournament.
You move like it's the that one's a beautiful. I'm gonna use that one later. Absolutely. Not only are Gospel one of the strongest teams, but they're also the strongest team on the set.
Yes.
Really, I don't think anyone will have that. Maybe I haven't exactly most of the losses. But yeah, it's very very confident on the set, of course. I actually nearly got body block there, so well played by Yuki. But I feel like this tag just will be enough. I'll actually greed the library palette. I think we'll just send it away from this because there's not really much else to do. And here comes the M1, and it is going to try and get out of this situation. I do say, yeah, now they're going to be 2 gens popping, so that swing actually does come through, and Eruption is going to prevent the gen for a little bit longer. Yeah, still a fairly comfortable position for our survivors. Yuki's, I feel like he's just being outclassed by Gospel in this set. Nu's going to path around here really smartly, just taking the time to understand and counterplay the Dredge. Running a couple of extra seconds, which means Addict is back off the floor. And Andrew's probably still working in January. So yeah, I do like though that at least Yuki did exactly the same build that Cash was running. So it's good, at least in my opinion, that we don't see some I'd say more exotic perks, Wretched Fate or something. I guess maybe Wretched Fate would have been valid going into the Blight, but we'll see something completely different over the Addict's going to go down again, but there's already another generator pops. Andrew's also getting the reset up to Nu.
Oh.
Really good attempt by Cash there to find that it is not close enough. And they're just chilling at the moment, is Gospel. They just don't really have to force anything at the moment. They can just take the game slow while they have the resources and try and play to the best result.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that this team is, Ancestor have had over the past, I wouldn't know the exact, but probably past 8 months, they've had a few changes to their roster. And Gospel have sort of, I don't think they've had really any change to their roster. I don't think Sizz plays as much anymore. I don't think he has the time. But, fair play. They're still locked in. They took a break last season in another tournament, and they've just come back and sort of locked in. They were obviously helping someone out, Spacey out with the team, and they weren't. I don't think they were screaming as much. So they're back though. They're back in action, and it's great to see that. So the coordination between these two, J-Cash coming in for a hit onto Addict. If we can have a quick look over to Andrew and Nu, see what they're doing, that would be good to see. Andrew's running away from a gen, scared of the generator, fair enough. I've got Nu working a gen as well, so very nicely done. This is beautiful from Gospel. We're going to build ourselves a little hut here. Hopefully not get mind gamed, and we're going to get distance from this, I'd assume. We just run away. That's probably the best bet. No, we don't even get much distance at all. That is somehow not a hit. That is ridiculous. Addict is somehow lasting. That's the life coming into play, I believe. He should be down here. He might even just force a locker if he can. He's somehow going to make the vault. What the fuck is that? That is ridiculous. He should not be doing that. He's going to go back to his little hut that he's got and build himself a wall. He's played this beautifully, Addict. This man has been on point. He hasn't, I don't think he's made a mistake this game, or not that I can see him. What are you doing, Andrew, mate? You need to get on a gate or do something productive, not run in front of the killer. You're a fresh hook, mate. You're meant to be getting as many out the door as possible. I don't know what he is doing, but here we go. J-Cash pre-dropping the pallet Gonna win a 50 and send it away from the gates. This would have loved. Probably see New in the background after popping that gate. Go in for Addict. But yeah, the Beamer coming in hand. This will just zone J Cash. Whoa, he wins a beautiful 50, so he's dead here regardless. He gets the stun, the blind, might even vault over here. He can pull that off, but no, that's not going to be enough. He will just go down and, oh my god, no, what has happened? How we've just been auto-aimed. That has to be auto-aimed. I cannot believe we've somehow pulled that off. We're going to TP here towards one of these lockers. You'd have to assume Addict's going to come in for a hit tank or something. Andrew is stuck. Andrew, buddy, it's your fate is here. Unfortunately, you will be dead very shortly. Just build yourself a nice little hut. But yeah, Tavi, really nicely done.
Yeah, really nice. I can't agree more with that. They've just sent in 2 survivors, pretty much void of any kind of helpful perk. Gotten out of this with singular stages. By the way, it's 4 at the moment. Just they're continuing for more. Nu's gonna try and go for his trade. Alex gonna try other as the other book. They're just doing a textbook rescue. And he gets a little bit of distance. It gives him a little bit of distance. That's just everyone getting out the door. So this is really well played to Gospel's part. This I think would make Sloppy Blight, I guess it makes sense, because, like, if they took the budget from the previous trial, then, like, technically, oh my god, we have a survivor with 1 perk. It does actually make some sense, because if the killer was going to load in with 3 perks, he might as well take the Sloppy and bring that over to the next, the Blight, but yeah, obviously it looks a little bit silly, coming into this set. Cash is going to get flicked on, very nicely done by Yuki. However, I feel like there's a good amount of distance here between these 2 players, so maybe Cash can make something work here. There's actually no pallet here, maybe there's a bit of a miscalculation, and he's going to go down fairly quickly into the trial, so yeah, very nice start coming through by Yuki. Definitely going to need some contention by our survivors in terms of pressure and overall the rest of the set, the gameplay, because I feel like since the down was so early, you can sort of capitalize and play a little bit aggressive for going for other survivors. So yeah, Andrew's going to take a tag, actually sloppy value, funnily enough. Unironically sloppy value will mean that that heal takes another 4 seconds. It happens within the next 90 seconds. And now Yuki's just going to return back to the whole having the extra bit of time from the charges. Actually doesn't decide to double bump there. I'm surprised that they did not. Instead it's going to take a tag onto Panic. I was going to say a sloppy tag, but maybe not that much value. And yeah, they're just maybe feeling the Gospel survivors right now, trying to gauge what the best play is, and it seems like they might have lost Cash here. He's just around this 4 lane, but he's just somehow accidentally stealth Yuki and has absolutely no idea. So I think, yeah, pretty big mistake on Yuki's part. But yeah, I feel like this should have been a lot sooner, this find onto Cash.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think, you know, J Cash is back in chase, but these survivors, man, they are very efficient. Oh my goodness, a bit of a weird glitch there. Not too sure if that was a slow or something. J Cash getting a way out of this 4 lane now. Gonna run towards this next pallet that we have in the trial. J Cash playing this absolutely beautifully. Probably get a rush back in. That is quick and quiet. If we can have a quick look over. I did not hear a vault. Not too sure. J Cash, not quick and quiet. It's Lithe and DS. So fair play. Tavi, we've got. I mean, can you really? I mean, you made a fairly good point about Sloppy Butcher. You'd rather bring the perk and have that extra, you know, mangle, because when you do go to M1 someone, you know, it just does slow down the game a lot. So I do guess, you know, it's better to just bring the perk instead of not. You get value from it regardless, whether it's much value or not. You're getting more value than none. So I think Yuki's not in a terrible spot. If we have a look over to what the survivors are doing at the moment, we got Addict working main, Nu working what to be 11, Andrew setting up for the pull. Andrew is Andrew the Deja player. If we'd have one more look at that, he is indeed. So running the exact same build. Love this from the big Andrew. Yeah, and yeah, nice. But yeah, Tavi. Not even in too bad of a spot here is Yuki. A bit of gem pressure there. Well, there's another gem popping, but Cash could go down here. 2 gems remaining.
Could absolutely be the case. I feel like Yuki did drop the ball a little bit with the second stage of Cash, but he's definitely got a chance to redeem themselves here with Cash just taking the deep roots out right off that M1, and I think Cash might just go down here, but Yuki, unfortunately, not on top of the bump logic, will mean that Cash makes so much distance, will actually make it all the way to Shaq from this mid area. And I don't think Yuki can really do much about it. They're trying to zone away from the Shaq pallet, which is fairly reasonable, but what can you really do about it as this does? It's actually a slow vault coming through, and Yuki has absolutely no idea, I think. Has to check the area to confirm that Cash was indeed slow vaulting, and now has another opportunity maybe to use the bump logic to their advantage with the outside of Shaq. Maybe Cash made a little bit of a mistake going for that bit of hesitation, maybe it's hesitating, but he nearly gets around the generator, goes down though, and
DS.
yeah, it's going to be the first step of the trial. But at
DS.
oh,
Bang.
the DS comes through, and he's going to unzone himself from Shaq with the Shaq drop, and suddenly Yuki is maybe just see. I feel like that full momentum shift comes through. This last generator pops, and we're looking at only 2 stages in the board. Everybody, it's just Gospel really made the most out of that downtime that Yuki had chasing Cash, trying to find Cash. Also, in the middle of the trial, really paid off for them. By the way, this actually means that Nu might get tagged here on the gate, and no, he does not actually get hit through the pallet, and that's pretty important for the upcoming part of the trial. Doesn't get flicked around either. So yeah, maybe Yuki isn't out of this yet because Nu was kind of put out of position in this area, but it's still not looking that good in terms of stages for the rest of the trial.
Yeah.
Wait, they just get out that way.
Hold on. We could have it down here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone, I think it was Addict, what has just happened there? I think we're trying to play for more stage, which is completely the right thing to do, but I do believe Addict will come in very shortly for a hit tank. He is the deli player, so you may as well get value from it if you can. Here he is, the big deli. Might even not need to use it because Life is coming in clutch for the big J Cash. That is a 2-stage Tavi. What a way to put it. I mean, the situation that we're in, 2-stage from Team Gospel. It is, I mean, it's a masterclass. It's like fine wine. It is.
In week 1, but probably wasn't in week 1. Definitely have played Blight very, very well in the past. If you can keep this up, I think that 3-stage should be very, very easy ask.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Addict's renowned for being one of the greats on this killer. I don't know how much he plays the game nowadays. A lot more of these lads got stuff going on. I'd assume because I don't see them scrim as much, or you know. But I do think. Sorry, this caught me off guard. Could the streamer please hover over that top perk? Pools of bloods are brighter and last 4 seconds longer. No, this is bait. Like, that is terrible. What is that? I mean...
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, Asher. I'm gonna open up the budget cheat battle on like that I have here. So just to see what else could have possibly been picked. We could have picked Dying Light, Merciless Storm, Septic Touch, Lightborn, Shattered Hope, Sloppy Butcher, Stridor, Surveillance, or Unrelenting. Honestly, Surveillance could have been a valid pick.
It actually, that's not even a bad perk. Like
it is, yeah. With the
Surveillance is not a bad perk. What is? I'm not too sure what Surveillance. It's the pig's perk, isn't it? Yes. That's like buying a PlayStation 5 for $300. Like, why wouldn't you pick it up? That's ridiculous. I don't know why we've gone for whatever that woof woof perk is, the dog with spit coming out its mouth, Bloodhound, but fair play, I guess. Yeah, good on them. But yeah, yet to find our first survivor. That's too long. Where are they? If we could have a look to see what the survivors are doing at the moment. Stealth, locker, crane, addict. I mean, mate, they've just stealthed your first perk. We've got value from no perk yet. Not even eruption. There's not really much you can do, Tavi. I mean, they've got to get what, 1 stage out the 11 stages out the door. It's not like something that is just an easy task. But yeah, what do you think? Because this is an immaculate stealth, to be brutally honest. They've played this really slow, and I'm loving it.
It's so funny. This is just nothing happening in the trial for like a good 2.5 minutes. You barely ever see this happen in COD, but I guess we're witnessing it right now because I guess Ancestor don't want to give any sort of hope for Addict to initiate a chase and at any time, because they know that they can just easily spiral downwards into the required win condition not being met by them. So Addict just going around checking lockers. Maybe he does wish he bought Whispers. Imagine if he bought Whispers. How much is Whispers here? Is Whispers even in... Whispers not even in my... not even in my sheet of perks, unlocked. But I'm sure it's on there somewhere. Sure it was definitely considered at some point. Maybe it was actually a consideration though, because Alex, yet again, still can't find anyone. And we're just nearly touching on the 4 minutes. So yeah, it's just 0 gen progress on the map. Let's go. Been 4 minutes. It's like that 20-minute unknown match that I was reminded of.
I mean, look, it's terrible news for the unemployed DVD gamers who just want to watch a stream just to find out that survivors have been stealthing for the past 4.5 minutes. Fair play, I guess. I know I will be rewatching Gibbsy's VOD of this to see. There we go, finally finding out our first survivor. Let's see this woof woof perk come into effect here. Surely we get some value. It looks terrible. We've spotted out our next survivor. Yeah, this is. I mean, I'm sure they're finally on gens. You'd hope they're on gens. Yep, there's 1 survivor on a gen. Good to see. 2, I think. Yep. So they're doubling out. Fair enough. A hit there onto Yuki. Yeah, Tavi. It's been it's really been a stealthing game. I don't think I've seen a team stealth, genuinely, I'm not even taking the piss, a team stealth long like that against a Blight, a killer with some of the best mobility. Oh my goodness, we might even get value from that top perk here, the dog perk, and we're somehow gonna try and catch our survivor off guard here. We might even just run around, and that's what we'll do. This will be down here, no doubt about that. Yeah. Bloodhound, that is it. I gotta remember that. I gotta type that in the caster's chat so I remember. The Bloodhound, it is Wraith's perk. But yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, it is terrible, but you know, you'd hope you get a little bit of value from it. But there's the actual real value from Pop coming in to that gen over towards 2, mid 2. It's yeah, Tommy, I don't want to say it, but it is definitely looking like a GG's, considering they haven't popped the gen for the first hook. I mean, what can you expect? You have to get at least 11 stages out the door to win. That is unfair, if you ask me. It's not fair to anyone. Yeah, look at them. I mean, they're seriously playing like hide and seek, you know, or like prop hunt or something. Like they are stealthing.
No, the Bloodhound! The Bloodhound! Oh my god!
Oh.
Yes.
We got
value from Bloodhound. Oh my god! You know,
anything I would have said about Bloodhound over Whispers, Bloodhound over Iron Maiden, Bloodhound over Dynamite. Attic just got value from Bloodhound. Oh, that was too fucking funny.
Oh man,
The
summoning
Bloodhound
bro.
got value.
Yeah, I mean, Tavi, I'll have to pass it off to you, mate, because actually no, I won't. Do not worry. Anyways, that being said, I mean, yeah, the Bloodhound value is a bit diabolical. Never thought you'd see this much value. What are we doing? Oh, dude, what are you doing, dude? That is unfortunate. I don't know if we've looked the right way or we've just seen the terror radius and opted to panic like Volt. That is unfortunate. That is terrible. What are your thoughts, Tavi?
Maybe that was, sorry, I have a comment for that. Maybe, I guess, maybe the idea was like pet life or something? The talent fake, but it's like too early, so it didn't really work. And Attic will secure the win condition with this little Scorpion. But yeah, Survivor's not really on track to getting. As Attic actually goes in for this swing, that's a beautiful card from Space 01, maybe trying to reassert who's boss in the situation with that crouch deck, but not really much else left to work with. Yeah, the map. Oh, actually gets a second crouch. Okay, that's a little bit spicy. 2 in a row, everyone. And Addict's just gonna accept that and leave. Go back to the hook. Maybe continue the pressure for the rest of the survivors, so they can't just get away with the resets as easily. That's Yuki taking tag. We're actually gonna get Bloodhound value again. Oh my god! No. This is not true. We're getting Bloodhound value in comp in 2022.
Oh, this is criminal. I mean, I must say. In the famous words of Bonnie Tyler, you really need a hero, and now is the time for someone to look for 5 gens. But what can you do? It is just looking, yeah, it's just they have to. I don't know what they can do really. There's the down, that'll be the win con, but yeah, you got to play for pride at this point. Play for the blood and sweat of your team. That is exactly what you need, and Addict's just too good. The guy is a little too good. It's a bit concerning, but it is what it is. Very nicely done. We're just going for the 4-man slug. Yeah, what can you really do, Tavi? It's tough. I don't know. I think they're just having a bit of fun now because they know it's already over. But yeah, you just have a bit of fun. That's the main thing you can do. Obviously they're probably trying to get you. I'd like to hope they're trying to get gens done. If we can have a quick look over and see what the other survivors are doing. So there's one on the ground. No, don't tell me you get more value from it. No. Oh my. Okay, no, we saw it regardless. Okay, yeah, it's fine. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's not value. That's just smarts right there from the big Addict. I don't know. I truly don't know. This man might just be a little too good, Tavi. It's a bit concerning.
Yeah, apart from those maybe 2 little hiccups on Space 01, which were successful crouch decks. I don't think Addict's missed a single wing in this trial. That's another connected one onto Space 01. That crouch deck worked on Addict this time. And I guess more blood. This trial actually will see a bit of blood value going into the end game because everyone is in fact injured in this trial. So I guess Bloodhound or Stridor. Maybe Stridor would have been able to locate these people. Seems like it doesn't matter anyway. They're going down across this side of the map. We get a bit of a Blight T-pose as well. T for Talbot Crimes.
Come on, clip right here. Clip. Here comes the clip.
Unlucky. Dig Dagestan
goes
down.
Whoa.
The disconnects come through, actually.
Whoa. Get the
Our
handcuffs
survivors.
out, reps. Get the handcuffs out. I'm not sure how that works. Not too sure how that